Good evening, everybody. This course is the fourth video lecture on Brilliant Learning course CH22036 First Aid and Safety Precautions. In that, we are with the fourth topic overview of safety precautions in process industries. Towards this topic, so far we have seen what is first aid minimizing effects, the importance of first aid in process industries. Now we are with the third topic where the first aid is crucial for minimizing the impact of injuries. First aid is crucial for providing immediate care in life threatening situations. First aid is crucial for stabilizing the injured until the professional medical aid reaches the particular injured person or affected person. First aid is crucial for reducing the risk of the long term complications. Example is when a person gets fracture, the fracture should not prolong. Certainly, this first aid will help them to minimize the effect. First aid is crucial for ensuring rapid incident response. These are the essence of the first aid. So then again, this first aid is when it is performed by a first aider. The role of the first aider, which comes in very important in the process industries. Every process industries employ some first aiders. What is the role? Let me define the role. The first aider role is to respond whenever there is an emergency call or emergency care needed for a ill or injured. A first aid is a person trained to work to take care of the individuals involved in an emergency. Particularly, first aider looks after injured or ill patients who need immediate or urgent medical care. Those who ensure that the patients are safe and they don't have anything and they are away from further harm. So that this is certainly supposed to minimize their effect. So there should be a relief for them, immediate relief. They have certificates to validate their skills. Yes, certainly it's a skill, it's an art. And the knowledge in first aid, which guarantees that the person in charge knows how to properly apply the first aid. Yes, that is very, very essential. Half baked knowledge is very dangerous. So there should be a thorough knowledge. A person should be well educated and they should have developed such skills to practice this first aid. Nominate first aiders are mostly needed in the workplace. Yes, in a workplace, especially in process industries, the first aider's role is very important whenever there's an emergency breaks out or some accidents it happens. An employer seeks to have first aider on site to comply with the specific regulations. Yes, the local body regulations and the every certifying bodies they validate the presence of the first aiders. So these first aiders they get certificates as FAW, which is first aid at work. Are there are some special first aiders who are EFAW, emergency first aid at work. So these two certifications help them to play the role effectively, and they are trained in a very systematic manner, and they are also being given the other relevant training to address the urgent circumstances. There are some special roles performed by the first aiders. So other than this, they are also being given certificates. Yes. As a first aider, you are responsible for providing the immediate life saving medical care to every individual and the injured person. Every individual person seeks this support. The first aiders, you are on the look to treat minor conditions like a wound, external bleeding, or injury. These are some of the basic things which is to be taken care immediately. First aiders are vital in ensuring the patient safety, especially before they receive the medical care or bringing the casualty to the hospital or before the casualty reaches the hospital. There are few tasks that we expect from the first aider. These are the six tasks which we expect. Yes, certainly when somebody is becoming unconscious, certainly they should make them not to go to that unconsciousness. So they should make it. First is maintaining the airway. The airway should be completely free. So by placing them in a recovery position, so they should give them pakka medical care. Then again, performing cardiopulmonary resuscitation (CPR), which is very important in this first aid. So they should also know how to provide the ventilator. Ventilator support is being given by this automated external defibrillator. Yes, that is also a equipment which helps them to get respiration or helps the lungs to get breathe. So applying pressure to stop the external bleeding. Yes, when there is external bleeding, certainly you have to apply pressure and stop it. Then again, the injured limb supporting. Your main role is to prevent the task, save lives, and ensure the health and safety of the casualties. They should also learn first aid skills. The regular training and education. Workers should receive regular training on process safety hazards and prevention, how to prevent process hazards. Preventing process hazards require a multi-phased approach that involves a combination of training, technology, and culture. Here are some practical tips for avoiding and mitigation the process safety hazards. Certainly, when there is a regular training and when there is a regular education, certainly we can avoid major big accidents. Ensure that all the workers receive regular training on the equipments where they work. They should know the dangers involved in that particular process and they should know how to prevent them. Make sure workers are knowledgeable about the procedure, equipment that are working, and they should know the importance of every protocols. They should implement the technological solutions. They should invest in technological solutions that help to prevent the process safety hazards. For example, one example has been very simple, but it is what is happening in the industries. Considering installing chemical sensors, when there is a chemical sensor installed at every locations, when there is a leak of chemical in the industry, certainly when they are able to sensitize it, once the certain level of ppm or level increases, certainly they should be able to immediately stop the particular process or operation which is involved there, so that it will not take to the next level. When there is a leak or when something breaks out, certainly they should be able to immediately stop or arrest and then the process, so that it's a preventive care. There are two things, vital important things. The knowledge of the procedure and equipment is crucial. One is to develop a safety culture. The other one is to conduct regular inspection and maintenance. This safety culture, when it is there in the industry, certainly will not face such kind of accidents. Then again, when there's a regular inspection and maintenance, will not. If it is, these are all some preventive measures. Prevention is better than cure. Preventive measures, when it is there, certainly will not touch up the line of accidents. The line of accident will not touch us. So develop a safety culture within the organizations that values the safety and prioritizes its overprotection. Yes. Encourage the workers to to report any potential hazards and make sure there is a clear communication channel for them to do so. Conduct regular inspections and maintain regular inspections and maintenance of equipment and facilities can help them to prevent process safety hazards. Make sure that all the equipment is in good condition and that are proper and are maintain proper procedures in place. The regular inspection and maintenance, yes, regular inspection and maintenance of equipment will facilitate them to ensure the process progresses without any hazard. So it will help to prevent the process safety hazards. Make sure that all the equipment is in good condition and they are in the under proper maintenance and everything is put up in proper places. So there's no untoward incidents which will happen. So these things are very essential in every process industries. These are the role of a first aider and these are the expectations by every employer and by the statutory bodies, licensing authorities. Everybody expects the plant to operate in such conditions. So there will not be any untoward incidents will be there and the crossover line will not be there. and complete the plant will be in safe within control, which will be in control. This is the topic which we are, these are the early topics facilitate us to understand this particular one, which is an overview of the safety precautions, the complete process industries, essentially to prevent the accidents and protect workers. Yes, so far we have been discussing the essence to prevent the accidents and protect the workers from any untoward incidents, accidents. Hazards are the potential source of harm or damage that can be encountered in the course of the industrial operations. So what first we should know the hazardous conditions are hazard. Hazards are the potential source which will create an harm or damage can be encountered in the course of industrial operations. I have repeated and give the importance of the hazard. So you can certainly should be an you should understand. So this we don't want such hazards to happen in any of the industries. They can include physical hazards such as explosion of fire and chemical hazards such as toxic chemical spills and there is a release of hazardous materials. That's what's happened in Bhopal accident, Bhopal tragedy. Methyl isocyanate broke out everywhere. It becomes very difficult to control them. Yes. So when the fire broke out, suddenly we'll be able to sensitize and realize these chemicals, which is completely dissolved in the air, we will not be able to realize it. It becomes very difficult for us to. So these are the two hazardous conditions. So first of all, hazard and hazard things. Other hazards include biological hazard. We have seen physical hazard, chemical hazard. The third one is biological hazard, such as the spread of disease and infection. What we have seen is a COVID-19, the same thing. And then there is a one more hazard, it's ergonomic hazard. Yes, when you place everything suitably at proper places, certainly will not have any kind of difficulties. So when they are not put up in a proper place, this there is an hazard called as ergonomic hazard. Ergonomic is again engineering needs everything to be put up in a proper places. Certainly will not face any kind of hazard. When they are not in proper places, we will find these kind of difficulties. So this concludes the third topic and the fourth video lecture comes to an end. So see you at fifth video lecture. See you guys.